Christy. I'm a physical therapist, strength coach, athletic trainer, and running coach. Today we're gonna go through a workout that you can do anywhere. So you can do it at home, you can do it while you're on the road. All you need is a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Now what I'm gonna do is go through the whole warm up and then the whole first circuit. And then if you wanna repeat that circuit, then feel free. If you wanna stop there, that's also awesome. But if you want to continue, I'm not gonna continue on. So just pause it, or you can rewind and keep going through it so you can walk step by step with me. So we're gonna start out with a down dog. So take a big deep breath in, out, and slowly walk your hands into a plank position. Hold that for a couple of seconds and then reach your chest back towards your thighs, really getting a stretch in that back of your legs, rocking your heels if you need to, just kind of loosen up in this area. If your shoulders are feeling really tight, really get that chest a little bit closer to those thighs, getting that shoulder flexion. Give me one more big deep breath and then lift your right leg up, bring it up towards your right hand and then open up towards that leg, feeling a stretch in that glutes on that right side, but also through your spine. And then come back, switch legs. So come back into down dog, reach that leg long, come up and open up towards that knee bend. Take a big deep breath here. If you want to do that a couple more times, you can. So reach that right leg up and then bring it right by that right hand. Open up with a big deep breath. Come back and left side. Good. And then from here, you're going to get into a lunge position. We're going to lunge and then knee hug, trying to keep your balance. So hug that knee to your chest, getting a stretch in that glute and in that quad. Bring it down into a lunge and then come back and knee hug down into the lunge, up, knee hug. Give me 3. And then 2. And last one. Switch legs. We're gonna do 5 on this side. So hug into a lunge. Make sure your knee is right over top of that ankle when you're down in the lunge, and try to get into about a 90-degree angle with that back leg. One more. Good. And then if you have a band, you can grab that. We're just gonna do non-banded tees. So you're gonna pull apart, feeling that engagement of the back shoulder blades, squeezing those shoulder blades together like so. Good. If you want to do some circles here, go ahead and grab your kettlebell and or your dumbbell to set up for this first exercise. So this first exercise is a clean and press. What you're going to do is stand with your feet shoulder width apart with that bell right in between. You're going to grab the bell, zip up like you're zipping a zipper, and your elbow is going to lead this. Once it gets to about thigh height, you're going to rotate your hand so that when you catch it, you can catch it as a rotation versus as a flop like this, because that's just gonna hurt your forearm. So it's going to be a rotation catch, and then as you catch, you're going to slightly squat so that when you press, you can press overhead using your legs, core, and arms. So it looks like this, clean and press. So go ahead and start with me. Clean, press, clean, press. Good. We're going to do 6 to 8 on each side. So if you started when I started instructing, you might be on 8. If not, we can do 6. One more. Good. And go ahead and switch. If you have a watch or anything, you can just rotate it around and get it out of the way. So clean, press, come down, clean, and press. Good. 3 more. Big breath out as you press overhead, making sure you lock out that elbow at the very top, engaging that core the whole way through. Good. Okay, next one is the offset squat. So you're going to get it into that rack position, and then you can hold with the other hand can come out, it can be on your waist, whatever feels most comfortable, and then get down into as deep of a squat as you feel comfortable doing. If you have pain with this, don't go quite as low, but I'll show you from the side. You don't want to go into a rounded position, or if you're going into that forward flexion and feel that anterior knee pain, then just don't go quite as low. Good. Don't let those knees cave in either, like that. Keep them right over that second toe, and go ahead and drop that. We're gonna switch sides. Good. Down, nice and slow. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. What this does with that weight on the offset is contracts your core on the other side just a little bit more. Good. 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Okay, for this next one, you're going to place one foot in front. The other foot is going to go up on its toe. So I'll show you from the side. Front foot's flat, back foot, heel is elevated. You're going to have the weight in that heel that's elevated. So you're going to hinge back. So a lot of people from here want to round like this. I want you to keep your core nice and tight, hinge back, reaching that bell towards the ground. You're not going to go all the way, because if we go all the way, then we get that rounding in our spine. But you also want to add just a slight twist so that you're getting all of that motion. I'll show you from this side. So if we come down and we're reaching just slightly, we get a nice elongation of that glute on the right side if our right foot is forward. So you want to make sure you get that good loaded stretch, and then you'll squeeze your glute to come up. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Go ahead and switch legs. So same thing, hinge at those hips, shifting that glute backwards so that you feel that stretch in the left leg. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Good. Let's do 2 more. Last one. All right, so the next one is a Bulgarian lunge. So if you have a chair or a bench or a couch, something of that nature, go ahead and grab that, and then your knees are going to be back behind so that they're touching that chair or bench or whatever it is. And then you're going to take 1, 2.5 steps forward. Place that back foot onto the chair or the bench or whatever you have. Grab the weight in the opposite hand. You're gonna go down nice and slow and then back up. If this is too much, you can always drop that weight. Good, nice and strong through your glute. If you're feeling a little bit of knee pain, you can always take a step out and really focus on that knee going straight over your toe, not inwards or too far out, and really engaging that quad and core. 1 more, and switch legs. So now you switch arms, and breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. You also have the option to rack the weight if it feels more comfortable that way. And again, nice tight core, pushing through that heel as you drive upward. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Drop that weight. Okay, for this next one, we are going to get onto the ground. So you can move that chair or bench and find your way to the floor. You're going to start out on your side so that you can get that kettlebell or dumbbell in the right position. So you're going to grab it like you're in that fetal position, and then roll onto your back so that your hand is above you. So option number 1, we can come down and back up just like so with one hand. You can also do 2 hands. You're going to use less core with that, but if you're running short on time, that's a great option. Option number 3 is lifting up those legs, really engaging that core so that the opposite side core is really firing to keep you from falling over. If you want to up this a little bit, you can always go onto a bench so that you can get more depth with that press. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Switch arms. With this, really make sure that you are engaging your core properly. So we don't want to dome, we don't want to suck in, but we want to make sure that our brace is nice and tight, almost like somebody's about to jump on you and you don't want it to hurt. So you're bracing nice and tight, nice and strong, but continuing to breathe. And our elbow is at 45 degrees. So we don't want our elbow too far wide because that puts a lot of stress on our shoulder joint. We want to keep it at that 45-degree angle. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, last exercise is going to be a bent over row. So go ahead and make your way back into standing. If you have that bench, you can always support yourself on that, or on a couch or a bed or something like that. But for this purpose, we are going to work our legs a little bit more. So go ahead and grab that kettlebell or dumbbell. The front leg is the working leg, and then the opposite arm is the working arm. So you're going to bend over, engaging your shoulder blade first, and then row up. So relax down, row up. If we row too far like this, then we're working a lot of tricep and then just impinging some of those muscles in the front of our shoulder. So we really want to work more of that shoulder blade area. So really squeeze that shoulder blade as you come up, driving that shoulder backwards. Good. 2 and 1. Switch legs and arms. Same thing. Really squeeze that shoulder blade. Engage that glute and breathe. Good. We're going to finish out with 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop that weight. Take a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, if you want to stop there, please feel free. If you have more time and more energy and you want to do another round, absolutely start again. Start with that clean and press. Take a minute to rest before you start that whole circuit again. If you are done, take a minute to stretch, take some deep breaths, really let that heart rate come down before you enter back into the world, and have a great day, guys.